First, click on the Start Project button. When the site loads, click on the How it works button. If you are a mobile phone user, turn on rotation and keep your mobile phone horizontally. Now you have entered the Sprite Lab. Next, click the Remix button. Now, click on Rename. From here, you can change the name of your project and name it as Fireflies. Now, click the Save button here. Now you're ready to start the project. Already we have the background and the sprite of the girl. Now, let's create the command to move the girl 50 pixels to the west when we press the left arrow key. I will click on Events. Now, drag the When Up Pressed block to the workspace. Click on the small arrow and choose Left. Next, I click on Sprites. Now, drag the Move 10 pixels North block and place it below the When Left Pressed block. Now, click on the small arrow and select this girl. Next, instead of 10, type 50. After that, click this small arrow and choose West. The girl starts from the ground and goes to see the fireflies. So once she goes to this end in the background should change. We know that at this end, x is 0. Let's create the command in such a way that when the x position of the child is less than 0, the background changes. Here we say if the x position is less than 0, the background should change. Otherwise, keep the current background. So now, I clicked on Logic. Next, drag the first if block to the bottom of the move block. Now let's create the command if the child's x position is less than 0. I clicked on Sprites. Now we have to go down like this. Look, here you can see a purple color block called Size. I drag this block like this. Now click the small arrow and select the x position. Now that we are changing the x position of the child, I clicked on Sprite again and drag the Sprites block like this. Now I will click on the small arrow and select the girl. Here we see the equal sign. We said that if the child's x position is less than 0, the background needs to be changed. So I clicked on this small arrow and selected this icon. Since we need to say if x position is less than 0, 0 needs to come here. So I clicked on Map. Now drag the block which has 0. So here it says if the x position of the child is less than 0. At this point, we need to change the background. I clicked on World. Now drag the Set Background to block like this. Now click on this small arrow and select this background. The girl enters the forest from this corner. We know that x is 400 here. So when we start walking into the forest, let's set x position to 400. I will click on Sprites. Now drag the Set Size to block and place it below the Set Background to block. Now click this small arrow and select the girl. Now click the arrow where it says Size and choose X position. Now here type 400. Now as the girl enters the forest, 15 fireflies need to fly around. Flying back and forth is called wandering. Now you know how to create this program to make 15 fireflies fly back and forth. I clicked on Loops. Now drag the Repeat 10 times block like this. Since there are 15 fireflies, let's put 15 here like this. You know how to add a sprite. So let's add the sprite of a firefly. Now click on Sprites under Blocks. Then drag the Make New Sprite Add block and place it below the Repeat 15 times block. We now need to select the correct sprite. First, click on the small arrow in the Make New Sprite Add block. Now select this firefly. Now I just drag and delete this yellow part, the location block. Next, I click the button called Locations. Now the random location block is dragged and connected to the Make New Sprite Add block like this. That's right. We have 15 fireflies now. Let's set the number of fireflies to 20. I clicked on Sprites. Now drag the Set Size to block and place it below the Make New Sprite Add block. Click on the small arrow and select the firefly. Next, type 20 here. Now these fireflies need to fly everywhere. I clicked on Behaviors. Now I will drag the Sprite Begins block like this. Now click on the small arrow and select the firefly. Next, I clicked on Behaviors again. Drag the Wandering block and place it near the Begins block. Now we are done with our design. Now click the Run button, then press the left arrow keys until the girl moves to this end. Look, when the child came to this corner, the background changed and the child came to the lower right corner. 15 fireflies are flying at the same time. Now press the left arrow key until this child goes to the end of the background. Look, again from the lower right corner, this child is visible. Now 30 fireflies are flying. If we press the left arrow key until this child goes to this end, at the end of this background, the child will return to the place where X is 400. Now 45 fireflies are flying. The number of fireflies has increased. Now you know how it happened.